character's outfit is crucial to the story of a movie. It's a non-verbal way of telling you who the character is before they even say or do anything. And honestly, it only takes one wrong outfit to make the scene feel completely out of place. Because clothing is much more than just the fabric you're wearing. It tells a story, conveys emotion, and influences the mood of every scene. And beyond that, old films are a great source for fashion inspiration. And as a fan of vintage clothing, I'm going to be taking a look at fashion in old film. Starting off with the 1995 film Hackers. The costume designer for Hackers, Roger Burton, was actually a Malcolm McLaren and Vivienne Westwood consultant. You can even see a variety of archived Vivienne Westwood pieces in this film. Vivienne Westwood's metallic jean jacket, this 1978 parachute shirt replica, this piece from Vivienne Westwood's Time Machine collection, and these 1984 pants by Vivienne Westwood and Malcolm McLaren. There's also this dress inspired by John Galliano. And more famously, you can see Angelina Jolie wearing Too Fast to Live, Too Young to Die t-shirts. Angelina Jolie is wearing a variety of different looks in this movie, such as this Quicksilver tee and motorcycle jacket. Characters' outfits are a good mix of rave, vintage, and punk. But more importantly, their outfits all communicate the same thing, give off youthfulness, rebellion, and cyberpunk. There's nothing conventional in the way that they dress. The layers and mismatched aesthetics make the outfit appear what I would describe as unreadable to the naked eye. But these outfits are a perfect reflection of who these characters are. Hackers who don't give a fuck how they're perceived, don't give a fuck about fitting in. They'll wear whatever the fuck they want, even if the clothing makes zero sense. There's so many looks in this film that we can discuss, but I do want to point out the classroom scene because we're able to get a good sense of what everyone is wearing aside from the main cast. Now, these middle-aged men that were cast to play teenage students are wearing what I would call fuck you fits. So see this guy wearing coat vests and his nipples are hanging out. I don't even think this school has a dress code. Even the fucking teacher, I've never seen any teachers wearing shorts before. Taking a look at the top that Matthew Lillard is wearing, this t-shirt really stood out to me. So I tried finding this shirt for myself online. You can find resellers listing this t-shirt for around 250 bucks. Characters in this film wear a lot of color, specifically Ramon. He's seen wearing a lot of very expressive, flashy attire. He's also probably the most stylish person in this film. He just always has a tailored, intentional look, more so than the other members of the cast. Tyler Durden in Fight Club. Tyler Durden's outfits are free, eccentric, flashy, confident, and chaotic. Tyler Durden's choice of clothing, literally the definition of fuck you fashion. Tyler Durden's outfits are actually outdated, even for the 90s. He emulates a 70s style with his lapel jackets and these random ass Hawaiian printed t-shirts that he wears. And honestly, credit to Brad Pitt because he's probably one of the only people in the world that could actually pull these outfits off. Also, when you consider that Tyler Durden is just the narrator's alter ego, his outfit choice makes a lot more sense because it's a complete 180 than his actual appearance. The narrator would be way too afraid to wear any of these clothes, to have his hairstyle. He would never go out in public wearing this outfit. The narrator would be way too afraid to wear these clothes in public. So instead, he ends up settling for basic outfits that's just gonna blend him into the crowd and make him look like every other person. I mean, there's not a fucking chance the narrator is actually gonna go out with no underwear on. I do think there is some subtle symbolism behind the color choices that Tyler Durden wears. Michael Kaplan dresses Tyler Durden up in a lot of red. Red is typically seen as a very strong, powerful color, which is very fitting to Tyler Durden's character. In fact, I don't think there's one part of this film where he isn't wearing red, but his main look seems to be this red coat, these sunglasses. And in fact, I actually just looked it up. Kaplan actually had his leather jacket specifically dyed red to give off a more controlling, dangerous, and chaotic energy. And it's actually funny because not only did this film do super terrible when it first released, they also hated Tyler Durden's clothing choice. They thought his outfits were ugly, super outdated, but there's no denying that Tyler Durden has taste. Look at this fishnet t-shirt that he's wearing. I mean, honestly, he's a fucking diva. Tyler Durden is seen wearing a lot of slim fit tees, crop tees. His clothing just has a lot of personality, especially this fur coat that he's wearing. Ichi the Killer. I can make an entire video talking about the fashion in this film. The outfits in this film are elegant, flamboyant, and very feminine. I would describe the fashion in this film to be an elegant Yakuza style with a more feminine look. Akihara was definitely the most stylish character in this film. My favorite outfit combo actually comes from a mix of purple and brown. Two outfits complement each other really nicely. Cheetah print will never go out of style. I found myself not even watching this movie for the plots. I was just falling in love with the costume design for this film. I would describe the fashion in this film to feel a little bit like a fairyland or even like a fever dream. Akihara's outfits in particular scream personality. The other gang members in this film seen wearing all black and have tailored looks. The women in this film show a lot of skin in their outfits. The outfits in this film are very sexy. The outfits in this film seem sort of like something you would find at a Party City or a costume store. I say this in a good way because it just shows how talented that Kitamura is to be able to actually pull these outfits off in a real world setting. Some of these outfits honestly just look psychotic. This outfit is fucking horrifying. This outfit is also horrifying. I mean, it looks like he works in a slaughterhouse. It just looks like something a psychopath would wear. I really like this look. It just gives me the impression that she's flaunting her power and there's nothing you can really do about it. Chiko Kitamura is a legend in her own right. She's done a lot of costume design for other horror films, different sets. 1995 film, Kids. Now this film actually kind of has an interesting backstory. It actually had the characters in this film wear their own clothes. It casted the teens for this film literally just by walking around New York and approaching actual teenagers. So many of the actors in this film were essentially just playing versions of themselves. So it not only gave the film and the acting a much more raw feel, it also made the characters' outfits feel a lot more authentic and lived in. The teenagers knew their culture more than the costume designer did, so it only made sense that they wore their own clothes. We were able to get a much more raw look on New York streetwear and skate culture in the 90s. The cast of this film were also buying their clothes from the thrift store, so they do have a more vintage look even for the time this film was released. This film was captured in 2002 in San Francisco. It captures that early 2000 Western look. Now this flat cap as 2000s as you'll get. We're also able to see a variety of different ringer tees in this movie. You see this green ringer tee, and then later on we're able to see this funny Mr. Bubble ringer tee, which runs for about $50 today. My favorite look from this movie, probably the most basic one, but it's this red ringer tee. Now I know for a fact that the costume designer is trying to blend her t-shirt into the cinematics of the laundromat. Take a look at the colors in this specific shot. Tone and color grading of the shot perfectly lines up with the ringer tee that she's wearing, all the way to the fucking Tide Pods that she's holding complements the yellow washers and dryers. Every single time she's seen in the laundromat, she's wearing shades that complement the environment that she's in, much like the warm colored washer and dryers and the cool, cold lighting of the laundromat. Those were just some quick looks at fashion in old films. It's nice to not only watch these older films, but to see how much intention there was behind the character's outfit, how they tie into the setting of the movie, emotion that they're trying to convey, whether it's power, more casual look, flashy, or authenticity. I really wanted to make this video not only to show you guys that you can take inspiration from old film or give off certain emotions in the clothing that you wear, but that you can also take inspiration in the character's confidence and the way they carry themselves in that outfit. So let me know any films that I missed, any films that you want to see in the next part. Also, quickly, I want to give a shout out to the winner of my outfit battles from my Discord server. I hosted a mini competition in my Discord server of whoever had the best outfit would win a shout out. Shout out to this lovely gentleman right here. Go ahead and check out his YouTube, link in the description. Shout out to all the people who participated in this. It was super fun. You guys had some really nice outfits. Go ahead and join the server in the description. Follow all my socials while you're at it. I also just launched a second channel where I'm going to be posting gaming videos. If that's something you guys want to see, go ahead and check it out. I love you guys, and as always, I'll see you soon.